Hello, welcome back to school. Um, this is one of the textbooks we're using. We're using two, and now we're gonna add a third one. Um, but this is one of the textbooks, and we're at the point where, as this thing says, I'll be working with figures. We're not necessarily going through and doing the actual teaching of the figures because I know what the figures are. And this would be like the figures in Braille. Yes, I do know the figures in print, but looking at the figures in Braille, I'm pretty familiar with that, so we're not going to be going over that. But we are. Oops, I don't know what I just did. This is what I hate about this thing is stuff pops up and I don't want it to. We are going to still go through and work through some of the problems just so that, we still have classwork. And I think we did these in class. So the thing that I will have to do for the time being after we get through all the figures here, is there starts to be sections in the book where essentially the teacher would write, say, these problems on the board, on the chalkboard, and the student would have to write their answers on their slates at the desk, or else they would copy the whole sentence and then write out the answer. But as you see, they're writing them out using figures. So the student needs to look at these numbers, say this one here. They need to know what this figure is. They have to know that that is 5, which would be 4 and 1, and then 1, which is 1 and 0. And they'd have to know that 5 and 1 are 6, and they have to know how to write out the number 6. And they would have to understand that the word "and" means to bring together, to combine, to add. And this is the first time I've seen the word minus, but I think I've been using the word less, like 9 less 5. But they have to understand what less and minus are to take apart or to separate. And then they have to know, like the R and the is. I think the is only used for the number 1, and R is used for all the other numbers, but I'm not sure. So I need to take this and transcribe this into Braille. In addition to that, there is a student lesson page that corresponds to some of these pages. Let me see here. I can find it. I just moved it. Well, I just moved it in here. Where did it go? Hold on. Okay, I found it. For some reason it didn't move properly. So this is the student book, and to get through all this stuff. So here it says lesson 1, and this section, like lesson 1, totally corresponds to that page that I was showing you in the book, or that section. So the whole concept here is, as we're studying the book in class, like in class we'll cover multiple pages with, different things that are going on within the material that we're looking at. So in class, let's say we look at, let's see, this corresponds to 205. So let's say in class we cover 205, 206, 207, 208. And let's pretend that that covers 3 lessons out of this book. So for homework, I would have to do the corresponding lessons within the pages that we covered. And then say next week or whatever we do 208, 209, 210 or whatever, 212, 211. I can't go past 10. That would correspond to the lesson pages that covers these pages. So that looks like it would be that one, which again deals with fractions. And so now we're starting to incorporate reading and writing within these. So until I have a better way of getting a copy of this in Braille that I can actually utilize, I'm going to have to Braille everything out by hand. And that's what we're going to do. So I am going to go back to the lesson book here. And I'm going to essentially take this and transcribe it into Braille using this paper and, well, we won't need that one because that one deals with music, and this thing. This is a cheat sheet. It has a whole bunch of contractions on it. At one point, I had a grasp on these, but now I don't because I haven't used them in forever. There's also a backside. This is why Braille, this is like one reason why Braille is really, really cumbersome, because it has all this memorization stuff that you have to do. So like, let's say for the word and, because I know there's the word and is in here. And is, let's see, where did it go? And looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 in Braille. And it's just, there's no rhyme or reason. You just have to memorize this combination of dots means the word and. So that's what we're going through. And hopefully by having to transcribe some of the stuff for as laborious as it's going to be, some of this like Braille stuff will kind of fall back into my head. So I'm going to put you guys over here, and as I'm transcribing this, I will put like the answer, the key, or the English of what it is I'm working on. That way you guys can better see what it is that I'm writing. And then I can show you guys the Braille when I'm done. So first I'm going to go through and transcribe all the lessons. Not all the lessons, but at least the first 3 lessons from the teacher book, because we're going to need those for actual class. And so like if you've seen the Braille 101 video, it will basically, it goes through the letters and the numbers. And I do have chapters in there, so you can go and go through, click on the numbers chapter, and that will teach you how the numbers are written out in Braille. In short, it's basically um, there's a special sign you have to put in front of the letters A through J, and that special sign will tell the reader, this is a number. And to make things really easy, this is how large I'm making it, so I don't have to do any eye squinting. So, yeah, that's to show how blind I am. So, we take a piece of paper, and in the Braille playlist, there's a video that talks about the Brailler. It's not a real extensive one, but it's a short one. So we take a piece of paper and we roll it in. And to make things, to make things easier, I'm going to type in the title of the book, which is first. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to lose my spot here. First step in I forget if it's first steps. First steps in number. So that's what we're gonna write out, and then I'll just put a TE. So the really important thing is when you're writing with a brailler, you have to hit the enter key at least once, sometimes twice, but I only do it once because I don't like to waste paper. And it's bad enough on these things, you can't write on the back side of the paper. Otherwise it'll flatten the dots on the front side. Yeah. So right there, you're losing a half of your page, which is a huge drawback for Braille people, because I personally would like to have mine interpoint, which is front to back Braille printing. But yeah. Okay, so we gotta write a capital sign, which is .6, and then there is a sign for the word first, like a Braille shortcut, but I'm just gonna spell it out. So it's FIRST, and then capital STEPS in capital NUMBER, and then I'll do a couple of those, double capital TE. So double capital means that the whole word is capitalized. And I drew, I guess, like a little line or whatever. I could have technically done it once, twice, just to kind of, I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so we got that. I'm not going to bother with the author because I really don't need to. So now I got to go down to the page, and I think what I will do is, I need to find what page. Okay, page 205. So I will write out the page number so that I know that I'm working on page 205. So I could just put down PG, full stop, number sign, 205. And then I could put an enter. And since we're doing this in class, I'm not going to bother writing out the directions. I'm just going to write out the problems as they are written in the class. I think what I'm going to do in this case is write out the actual Braille grade 2 Braille for the and the AR, just so that I can start to incorporate some of these contractions, and is really common. Okay, so these are not numbered, so I'll just leave these as they are. In fact, I think what I'll probably do is go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll just do a 3-space indent. And then I'll put down number sign 6 and number sign 1. And I gotta think what the AR sign is. I gotta find my paper that has all my contractions on it. This I need to put back in my reference folder so it doesn't get lost. If I don't, it's gonna get lost. And then I will have lost one of my favorite transcribing tools for music. Okay, the AR sign is a strong word contraction or a strong letter. So it's dots 3, 4, 5. So I have 6 and 1, and then I put 3, 4, 5. So that's the AR, and then I put the letter E. Oh shoot, how many times did I space over? I don't know. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're gonna put down 5. We're gonna put down 5 spaces. And then I'm just gonna go across the column and write out 5 and 4R. Write out number sign 5 and number sign 4, and then ARE, and it should give me enough. Yeah, that should give me enough space to write it out. Because I don't know if he's going to want me to write these out in Braille or write the Braille out on like the chalkboard or something. I think it'd be easier if he let me write it out on the chalkboard. Okay, and then I go in again. 1, 2, 3. So I entered in 3 times. Then I do the next one. 4 and 1. I do number sign 4 and number sign 1, ARE, and then line that up with the next problem. Then number sign, this is 6 and 1, 6 and 1, ARE, 1, 2, 3. So this is how Braille is transcribed by hand. Isn't it fun? 5 and 1, 5 and 1, 5 and okay, number sign 1 R. Okay, line that up, make sure it's lined up correctly. And then I go, okay, so now we got 7 minus 1. I'll have to use the IN sign for this. I think it's going to throw off the writing a little bit. So I got number sign 7, M, and then the IN, which is basically like a dropped I. It's 3, 5. whereas the regular I is 2, 4. So got INUS, and then number sign 1, and then ARE. Now this one, I do not have enough space to write out the answer. So that's kind of what that is. So then we go down 1, 2, 3, line that up. Then we go to the next problem, 4 and 5. So we got number sign 4 and 5, and then oops, I gotta do an ARE. I'm still looking for my Braille to be lined up. Okay, so you got 4 and 5 R, and then we do 9 minus 4, number sign 9, minus number sign 4, and then ARE, enter, line that up, and find your next problem, 9 minus 5, 9, oops, I just made a 5. I need to go up here. I just erased a row with my finger. With the fingernail. Then you go back and you just write the correct number. And wait, 5. Wait, 9. Oh, 9 minus 5. INUS, number sign 5, AR, what is this? Because I'm still having to think about the letters or the Braille combinations, I'm not very good at quick writing. And I'm also looking at the keyboard, which isn't good. Okay, 5 minus 1 is the next problem. 5, that's a number sign 5, MINUS, number sign 1, AR, whoops, I need a capital E there. One, 2, 3. I should have done like a double space, but oh well. Double space is easier to feel. Okay, so we got 3 left. Actually, we got 6 left because there's 2 columns. So then we got 7 and not. Got number sign 7 and number sign not, which is the letter J, R, A, R, E, and then you space. Okay, yeah, that's okay. So you got 7 and not R, and then 9 minus 9. Okay, so I guess 0 and 1 uses is. So you got number sign 9 minus INUS, number sign 9, ARE, enter, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the next problem is 9 and nil. Number sign 9 and number sign nil. A-R-E. Make sure A-R-E. Yeah, R. And then, anyone's curious, the backspace is on the left or the right side. When I posted the Brailler video, I wasn't sure where the backspace was, but it's on the left side, the right side. The enter key is on the left side. 5 minus 5 is, you do number sign 5, M, and then I-N-U-S, number sign 5 is I-S. I think I've been writing these out wrong. Yeah, the one above it should be an is too. Up and down R. Yeah, so this one needs to be written out as is. So I need to go up and write I-S, and then I need to see, that's R. Okay, so that's okay. Continuing. Okay, so yeah, all of the ones on the left hand side says R except for the last one. Okay, 9 minus naught. Did I get 9 minus naught? 9 and I don't think we did 9 minus naught. Hold on. Oh, that's 9 and naught. Okay, never mind. That's correct. Now the last one on this page is 7 minus M-I-N-U-S 6, number sign 6 is I-S. And then the very last problem, go back 1, 2, 5 minus 4 is number sign 5 minus U-S, number sign 5, no, that's a 4, is. Okay, so that concludes that page. Now debating if I just want to put the lesson work with this page. I think I'm gonna do the lesson pages in their own thing. Pardon me. Okay. So let me show you guys real quick. I don't know what I just did, but I don't want that. Let me show you what I just wrote up. Ouch. I'm gonna flip you over. All of my cat toys were on the floor. Okay. So here is the book. Let me zoom that out so you can see it better. So this is everything I wrote out. And this is what it looks like in Braille. Which you really can't see it well unless the light is There. Now you can see it. So that's the title of the book. First steps in number. And then that's my weird spacing or hash marking line, whatever. TE, so that means it's a teacher's edition. And then I have the page number, PG full stop, and then the page number. And then I have the problems. So that's how that is written out. So yeah. And then next I'll just write in whatever the next section is and continue in like manner. And I'll show you the finished product once it's all done. So this is my 2 sections that I wrote out in Braille from the teacher's book. So this is going to be kept in a safe place to use on whenever we have class next. So yeah, I might go through, and I still have to write out the student book. Not the whole thing, but let me see how bad that's gonna be. So this is the last section. So that's lesson 2. Let's see if there's any more. Okay. So, yeah, so this is another one I have to write out. Yeah, so I'm going to have to write this out, and then I'll get to write out the corresponding student pages. So, I still have a lot of writing to do in Braille. So, oops. I got my margin set here, so I need to move that over. I'm not going to move the cursor. There we go. Easier for writing out columns when you actually figure out how the margins work, which is like awesome. So yeah, let me write this out and write out everything in the student book, and then I can show you all that, and I think I'll be prepared for mathematics for when we have class next. Okay, so these are the Braille pages that I wrote up. I'm going to try to... There, you can see some of the dots. So this is the first page. And as I mentioned before, the back page is just blank. We can't write on the back page, which is horrible. This is the second page. I think it's upside down. I don't know. Is it upside down? This feels like it might be upside down, but I don't know. Oh my gosh. I don't know if my page is upside down or not. There. Yes, the page was upside down. So this is the second page. So that's all Braille. So this is all stuff that we could use in class. This is the third page. I have no clue how long it took me to write this up, but yeah, it's kind of one of those things I have to do, is write my own Braille, because I have no way of making it other than with the Perkins Brailer. Well, if you want to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell for all notifications.